I have this interface and this experience, and I don't have to faff around in the bricks environment, which, let's be honest, can be a little bit fiddly. So this is my new page built in a code first environment, really sleek experience, and then imported into bricks, all working perfectly. Yeah. In this video, I'd like to update you on my FEWD Studio project. So if you haven't watched the previous video, and not many people have, that's in fairness, I've developed a tool called Front-End Web Development Studio. Okay, now if you want to pop along to the actual website, this is FEWD Studio here, but if you want to pop along to the website, then please do so. And the idea with FEWD Studio is that it's a visual development environment that is not platform specific. Okay, so you get a structure panel that you can add elements into. You can add the tag, the class, and everything like that. I'm going to show you how to use it in a minute, but I'm just giving you a quick update on it. A bit bigger for you to see. And then you have all of the different editing panels. So you've got HTML, CSS, and global CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so this is a full front-end web development interface, very much like what you would find in WordPress systems or Framer or Webflow. If you're coming from the WordPress world like me, you're used to doing front-end web development in a visual drag-drop page builder where you have all of these, you have everything in one screen and you're able to tend to everything, adding the elements, doing the styling. When you step out of that to vibe coding and get back to VS Code like I've been doing, and you want to take charge of it and not let Claude do all of the styling, but you want to make the designs as they should be, and style them properly with variables and design tokens and all of that, then you will be missing the all-in-one interface. VS Code doesn't have that. You would hop from file to file and have to fire up a separate live server so that you can peek at it on a browser. This gives you the experience we're used to from Framer, WordPress, Webflow, all of those, so that you can do everything in one little interface. So I'm going to show you how to use that, and I'm going to show you some features that are coming out in the more recent version. Now, I'm just going to quickly say, right now it's a testing product. Okay, so you can get it for free if you use this coupon code here. Just please bring some feedback and reviews my way. Videos are helpful, and just any other thoughts and ideas. But if you're happy to support the development of it and support the progress, then please do consider doing that. I'm just there it is. You can go free or support. Now, obviously, those that are helping out, you'll get access to an exclusive lifetime deal. All right, so it's a bit of the give and take, but it needs to be a community effort to get something off the ground like this. So let's have a look at FEWD Studio. What I'd really like to show you. I won't show you a lot of the new features. I'll just give you a run through about something that I found particularly exciting as a Bricks user. So the FEWD website is actually a Bricks website. Okay, you can actually see that I've got Bricks here. I like the Bricks interface, but I prefer this code-based environment. And what Bricks have just brought out in the most recent release is the ability to import HTML and CSS. And they've done that a lot because right now people are just getting Gemini or Claude to just spit out HTML documents. So it's got the HTML document, the CSS, and then the actual structure of the HTML document. And that's what AI is spitting out in minutes, and people are wanting to use that with Bricks or import that into Bricks. And now you can. But again, if you want to actually take charge of the design and create it in more of a code environment, create your CS, create your components, style it as you want, style it to your globals. You can now export all of it together. So it puts the HTML and the CSS together in a document that you can then import into Bricks. What that means is that not only is this environment available for VS Code, which doesn't yet have a hub environment like this, a visual display environment, but you can use this exact layout and code-focused environment for Bricks. And it creates all of the Bricks elements, puts the styles into the bricks styling interface, all done for you in just one little bit of a swoop. So I'm going to give you a quick demo of that now. And again, I'm just going to say, this is a work in progress. If there are bugs and glitches, that's to be expected. It's being worked on. So I hope you feel like supporting the project. Okay, so recently added to this is the ability to create folders. Now, I didn't do that in the first version because I made it so that it would plug into folders and project folders that I'd already created in VS Code, and I just wanted to have that interface. But I want this to be quite standalone. So now you can define a folder, and once you've defined that, you can then create a folder within it. So I'm going to create a folder called FEWD about. Let's just create a component. All right. So yeah, FEWD about hero, for some reason all in capitals. All right. So we're just going to create a component that we can then push into our bricks page. So now I've created that, I just need to put the files in it. So I'm in the folder, and we need an index.html and we need a styles.css. Okay, so we've created the folder for our new component, which we'd like to code up and put into bricks. And then we've got the files in there. Now we just need to connect FEWD Studio to those. So I'm going to click on the HTML here and choose my folder, and it's only letting me connect the HTML, so that's good. And thank you, World's Worst Web Developer James. You spent like 20 minutes or more at a roadblock, and I'm grateful for your time. I'll sort out the Windows version. I need Windows testers, please, people. But one thing you did say was that I don't need to be asked for the preview. Of course I want that. So yeah, fine. I'll sort that out. Thank you, James. And then I just need to connect up these styles. Cool. So we're connected up, but obviously we don't have any elements in the page yet. Let's sort that out. All right. I'm not going to get points for styling here. All right. But you know, let's get this moving. So we add a section. It's going to bring along a div with that automatically, and you can see that that populates in the HTML here. Another problem that James had actually was that he couldn't type in here, and I have no idea why. He also didn't get a preview, which I'm getting with no problem. So that's, I believe that was on a Windows. So again, I need Windows users to test, please. But yeah, I'm getting no issues here. On Mac, it's just behaving so well. Right, okay, so I've got a section and a div. That's all well and good. I need to add a text element, and I want that to be in the div there. Now the text element, we want to change the tag for that. So this is going to be the top section of the about page on the FEWDstudio.com website. And so I also need a paragraph. Okay, cool. That's all good. I'm going to keep it simple now because you guys have got lots to do in your lives. You don't need to hang around. Okay, so a new development from the first version as well is ID. Okay, so we've got ID and text fields for the text elements. If we were to have a link, then we have a URL, and that adds in, obviously. Yeah, and if you have an image, which I'm not going to put an image in there, you've got an alt field as well. Okay, cool. Just going to remove that, and we don't need the button either, and we just see that that updates the HTML. Okay, cool. Right, so let's add some classes. We should be styling on classes, and preferably we should also be hooking that to our globals, but I'm going to be really lazy here. We're just going to splat in some primitive values right here. So let's add a section here. So I'm gonna be awfully specific here because I want to identify it in bricks later and remove this. So about hero. Okay, and then I'm going to go to div, and it's suggesting about hero inner, and I'm happy with that, so I'm going to click yes. And then about hero heading, I'm actually happy with that as well, to be honest. I don't want about hero text, so I'm going to go with about hero lead. Okay, so lead. like that. Okay, cool. So I've added the classes, and that's all hunky-dory. But again, you know, we don't have any content or anything. So let's just let's just sort this out. Did I not do it? I didn't. There we go. Ugh. Right, there we go. We do have, by the way, I can show you. I've just put Emmet into this, so another paragraph. All right. So if I if I do that and then tab, you can see that it just creates the element and it's updated here, and we've got the class existing. All right. So we've got another paragraph. That's Emmet. Wondering how I'm going to handle the CSS. I can put Emmet in the CSS as well, but I don't know if that'll just be more confusing, to be honest. I don't think loads of people are very familiar with the CSS Emmet, or maybe they want their own sort of variables and things. I don't know. So okay, that's all hunky dory. Let's style this up. So we will pop along to the About Hero section, and width, well, obviously 100%, but that should happen anyway. Although I don't have a global sheet specifying all my sections and things like that. Oh, yeah, okay. So 100% width by default. I don't actually want to set a height on this, so there we go. I just wanted it to be seen, man. Cool. What I haven't done, I've done no prep for this, obviously. I will just grab some colors because I should have gotten... Oh, there are my colors. There we are. I'll grab that. Yeah, I'll grab that. So back to FEWD. This is taking a long time. Right, come on, Chris. Right, there we go. So I'm not going to do much for this one, obviously. Let's just show it to you so you can see. Oh my god. Background white, height 300 pixels, and let's put in some content so you can just see that it's all happening. About FEWD Studio. Cool. Learn all about the first non-platform visual development environment. Cool. Right, so we've got some content there. Now you'll actually see that it's pushing things around as we want it to. What have I done there? What if I put on some padding, obviously? Yeah, there it is. Cool. Obviously going to bring in, you know, I mean, Emmet would do this, but I will bring in some shortcuts into here. Although personally, I think it's good practice to have to type it in yourself. Right, align items, lest we get lazy. Justify content. And gap 2 EM. Cool. Okay, let's increase this size. Let's go all big and bold. 70 pixels. Okay, that's naughty. I need to get some nesting in here as well for media queries and all of that sort of stuff. But again, you know, it's all on the way. You can do the bulk of your work and then you can jump into VS Code and take care of those little bits that this can't do at this point. But you can see how much easier it is to just be working here. You know, take it for the pros and the positives that are here at the moment. And if we have to fill in some gaps by jumping into VS Code and just, you know, do a couple of nested media queries, you know, it's a work in progress. So font size, 24 pixels, font weight, yeah, let's gross. It just looks gross. And then we want to have color white. Okay, cool. All right, we're being so crude with this. Color white. It's all white in it. And remove the background because I'm not making any. Cool. All right, that's fine. I just want to put a border. Yeah, that's there. And I think, just to make the point, I am going to chuck another one in there. Info section. Again, I want to be able to delete this later on, so I need to make it quite specific. And info section inner, and then some text. Okay, just so that we can see another. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Did that automatically apply? I'm sure that automatically applied. Okay, all it is that I would like to make this great. It is time to delve back into true front-end web development. That is something I absolutely believe. Color white, font size 20 pixels, and let's just center that up just so that we've got a few things to look at when we import this into Bricks. Cool. Okay, now there's nothing to save because that has saved. And what we want to do now, all of this to get a few elements, and we're going to export that. Okay, so about FEWD Studio Hero. Okay, I'm going to splat that onto the desktop, I think. Okay, now something I need to fix now is that there needs to be a sort of it opening up so that you can copy it. So unfortunately now I do have to pop to Studio Code and open that up. But I'm not going to cry about it. It's still cool. I can create in this code environment, and then I can grab it. So you copy it to your clipboard, pop along to Bricks, and if you check out the video that Bricks put out, you can either click here if you've got it on your clipboard, or you can just click Command V or Control V. I'm just going to click Paste All, and you just have to OK it. Don't forget to have enabled code execution. You need to have done that, and there we go. It's all just added onto my Bricks site, and obviously it's adopting the styles that I have there for the headings and everything. I've just sat on my desktop and put together, well, let's actually look at this. Look at this. I've got a new page on my Bricks website from this awesome coding environment. And yeah, there are a few glitches to figure out, especially on Windows apparently. But I really love that I'm so close to the code. I can handle everything in this environment. This also works for my other projects in Next, so that I can build the components manually, and then I can hand that to Claude and say, cool, now make it compatible with my next project. So like, here's a component, put all the gubbins around it. Or I can actually upload it to Bricks. So I have this interface. Where is it? I have this interface and this experience, and I don't have to faff around in the Bricks environment, which, let's be honest, can be a little bit fiddly. It's better when you're able to just chuck it all together like that. So this is my new page, built in a code-first environment, really sleek experience, and then imported into Bricks, all working perfectly. Yeah, if you want to know any more, then please get in touch with me. Don't forget, pop along to FEWD Studio. Again, this is on its first first little development run. I really would like the feedback and the reviews, and anything you've experienced that isn't so good. Yeah, do that. And then obviously, if you're happy to contribute to the support and the development, that would really help, because I'm putting some hours into this. But I really believe that this is a cool tool, and I think it's a good thing for front-end web development. Cool. Right. I'm going to leave you right there, and look forward to speaking with you about this later on. Ta-da!